You're a total insult to me as a legendary. I mean, come on, people fear me because I'm all creepy and shit. But you're just a flower bush.
What's the scariest thing about you? Allergies? Flowering us totally fake? Or...
Silence! You know, at least I don't wear a dress.
It's a robe, damn it.
Hello YouTube, this is Chriz bringing you folks another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and this match is a Yu match versus Auntik. So both our teams are looking pretty standard right now, like nothing is too out of place. Auntik's team looks pretty offensive, not really like insulting, but it hits really hard, that's what I mean to say. His Rotom, his Haxorus, his Shaymin, and his Mienshao. And looking at my team, I have a team that hits pretty hard too, it's pretty fast, and I have a physical wall from my Crocodile, set up rocks, and my Ampharos is actually a special wall too. It has a lot of bulk in HP and special defense. Anyways, let's get this battle started. So I lead off with my Crobat, and right here, I know he's gonna fake out, and I have inner focus on my Crobat instead of Infiltrator. So my inner focus really pays off here because he just deals minimal damage to me, and I smash his Mienshao in one shot. There goes Chun-Li. There was a big threat on Auntik's team out of the way in the first turn of the match. So Gale, my imperfect IV Crobat, is doing a lot of work for me already. Anyways, in comes lunchtime. His what's it called? Rotom Heat, and I U-turn out of there because I want to do damage to this thing, and I can't really stay in versus a Rotom. Anyways, I bring in the Yakuza, expecting him to go for a Volt Switch or something, so I can stop his Volt Switch momentum with my ground typing. But he turns out to have Hidden Power Ice, and I'm like, ow, that hurts. And looking at that damage, it looks like it's Specs damage. So I get out of here because I don't want to get my Crocodile down just yet. I could set up rocks potentially later on. So I bring in Thoriel, my special wall for this team, and I can take a Hidden Power quite comfortably because I haven't Mega Evolved yet. I'm not Dragon type yet, and I am Ampharos with lots of HP and special defense investment. Anyways, in comes Auntik's MVP for this match, that little cute hedgehog thing, and yeah, how's that thing legendary? It looks like a legitimate non-legendary Pokemon. Anyways, I Mega Evolve into my Mega Ampharos, so I just go for the Volt Switch, just getting my momentum up. And I was hoping he wouldn't bring in his Crocodile himself, and he doesn't, which is great because now I can bring in Gale, my Crobat, so I could threaten his little Hedgehog out, his Shaymin. Anyways, out comes the Shaymin. He can't really take a Brave Bird right now, and in comes Gatorade, which is a hilarious name for Crocodile because it's a alligator, and it is Gatorade, yeah. So that's a pretty smart nickname. I do a super effective damage to it with a U-turn, and that damage to it doesn't... he doesn't get that damage, and that confirms to me that he has actually a defensive Crocodile, so that is nice information to know. So we're probably gonna both set up Stealth Rocks right here. I intimidate his Crocodile, so he can't really attack me that hard, and I can just take a move from him and set up Rocks guaranteed. So this is great for me. Rocks on the other side of the field is always good, especially with the Rotom H Volt switching around. So right here we just trade rocks like gentlemen. Here's some rocks, sir, and thank you for the rocks. So this trade-off might look even, but this is a very good trade-off for me because he has no way to spin away rocks with his team, and I can spin away my rocks with my Starmie. So the rocks are here to stay for Auntik's side of the field, and this is great for me because his Rotom H is going to receive a lot of damage switching in every time it does a Volt Switch or something. Anyways, I bring my Machamp because Machamp could really take all of Gatorade's hits, especially in Earthquake, and he just Dragon Tails me out and then comes Yakuza again, and I intimidate him a second time, which would render his Gatorade, his Crocodile, very intimidated. It can't really attack me that much. So we both eat our leftovers right here. Yada yada yada. And he goes for a Toxic, just trying to deal damage to my Crocodile. Slowly, residual damage. So I go for a knockoff right here. I'm finished with his leftovers. It can go away. No more food for you. And yeah, knock off your leftover eating. So I eat my leftovers, and his crocodile is staring at me jealously because I am eating leftovers and he is not. So he gets out of here, he's sad, and he brings in his next Pokemon, which is lunchtime. And look at that rocks damage Rotom, delicious, awesome. So I go for the thing right here, but he predicts that nicely, and he brings in his Rotom, he resists that, and I can't really do anything to this Rotom, and if I stay in, I'll get smashed by its overheat or hidden power ice. I just choose to sack off my Crocodile right here because my Crocodile has done its job of setting up the rocks and doing damage to his Crocodile, so that is great. I can bring in my Starmie right here and then spin away the rocks and threaten out his Rotom with a Hydro Pump. So this is good for me. He has rocks inside the field, and there's no rocks on my side of the field. Actually, I go for the Hydro Pump right here, just expecting him to stay in, expecting me to like go for the Rapid Spin so I can Volt Switch, but I just go for the Hydro Pump right there, and that kind of sucks because his like Lantern could take that comfortably. But I know I could live a move from this Lantern because the Lanterns don't really hit that hard. He goes for that Volt Switch, and I survive this with my Starmie, even though my Starmie is really frail. I survive it, which is really nice, and I still have a Starmie still standing in the field. So he goes Black Tusk, and I'm like, why would you bring in a Haxorus versus a Starmie? Don't you know I'm faster than you? So he just stays in, and he goes for that Poison Jab. I'm like, oh, you're Scarf, that's why you're faster than me. Then that's why you brought it in. I should have thought up of that, but whatever. My Starmie did this job of Rapid Spinning away the rocks, which is awesome. And he goes Mjolnir. I can take a Poison Jab because I'm immune to that, and I know he's locked into it. So in comes his hero, his Shaymin. And he can't really touch me with his Haxorus, so he just switches out right there. And I can just spam a Meteor Mash on this entire team because Meteor Mash hits anything on this team really hard. And they actually get that lucky attack raise with that Meteor Mash. So I'm looking to be really good in this right now because I have rocks inside the field. I switch out right here because I know I can't really take him out with another Meteor Mash. He might go for that Synthesis or something. So I just switch out and I bring in Gale, my Crobat, so I can throw them out. But he goes for Leech Seed instead, which is a very ballsy move, but it pays off because he gets HP from my Crobat, and now he could just switch out and take a move from my Crobat, and my Crobat will go down to Life Orb Recoil. So the only thing on my team that could take out his Shaymin is out of the field. That really sucks because now his Shaymin is gonna have a heyday versus my team. It could survive versus my whole team. Shaymins are extremely bulky for some reason. They don't look that bulky. It's a little hedgehog thing. It looks frail as heck, but not Auntik's. It's really bulky and it's really annoying from my side of the field. So he goes for a Scald right here, just trying to deal damage to me. I can take that comfortably because I have a lot of HP and special defense investment. And even though his Lantern has Volt Absorb as its ability, my Mold Breaker gets through that, and I can just Volt Switch on this Lantern. Unfortunately, I don't take it out. I leave it in a Sliver of Health, and this Lantern is bulky as heck too. So I can just bring in Jordan, my Machamp. He goes for a Scald, and I'm like, please don't burn me. That would really suck, and he does burn me, so I'm like, damn it, he burnt me. Well, at least I take out this Lantern, but now I have a burnt Machamp, and that's one of my strongest Pokemon on my team. It's one of the best bets of taking out his Shaymin also, but it's looking like less and less likely for me to take out a Shaymin. Anyways, in comes his Shaymin, and he knows that he can take a move from me. He can Synthesis up, and I can't do anything about it. He goes for Giga Drain right here. He doesn't even need the Synthesis up. He can just deal damage to me at the same time and heal himself at the same time. So his Shaymin is like staring at me with that little smiley face of it. I Ice Punch it. I can't. It does nothing. It's like leftovers damage basically. And that Shaymin is just trolling me. It's just like taunting me at this point. And my Machamp is slowly going down. So before my Machamp goes down, I can just Dynamic Punch it and hope that I can use it to death. That's the only way I can take his Shaymin out at this point. So he goes for the move that I'm really scared of, Synthesis. He's almost at full HP now, but at least he's confused. And that's like the only way for me to take out his Shaymin, as I said before. So my Machamp was almost down. It's fighting bravely against this Shaymin, but this little cute Hedgehog thing is gonna defeat the big muscle man, which is quite hilarious. Because you think a big muscle man would be able to rip this little Hedgehog to pieces, but nope, that doesn't happen. So I bring in Thoriel, because I know this thing has a more defensive investment in its EVs, so I could hit it on this weaker special defensive side. So I could go for that Dragon Pulse with my powerhouse, with my Afros, and do a lot of damage to this Shaymin. So he's confused. He gets confused once, which is awesome. I don't want him to synthesis. If he heals up just once, then all my work has been for nothing, and he essentially stalled me out. So I deal one Dragon Pulse to him, and that deals like a lot of damage, and I just need him to be confused one more time, and he does get confused one more time, and I effectively has hacked this Shaymin out. If that Shaymin didn't get confused right there, if he got that recovery up, then he would be able to like stall me out slowly, give me death by 1,000 cuts, and slowly kill me. It comes another problem of a Pokemon, which is his Scarf Hydreigon, and his Scarf Hydreigon could essentially suit my entire team. It has Earthquake, and all of my Pokemon that are left after this Machamp is weak to Earthquake, my Metagross and my Ampharos, so I could only hope that my Metagross could survive one hit from this Haxorus. I keep trying to say Hydreigon. I have max HP, so I'm hoping to live one Earthquake. So I go for a Bullet Punch. I just need to live one. Please, come on. Mjolnir, you can live this. And I do live it at half HP, which is like less than I thought. I mean, more than I thought that I would have after one Earthquake, which is great. In comes Gatorade, and he could do Earthquake also. And it threatens me out because he is a physical wall. But I'm hoping to get a 2KO on it because I have a banded Metagross. Unfortunately, I don't, so I have to switch out right here. And I'm hoping that this Crocodile does have Earthquake. And does it have Earthquake? Let's see, shall we? So he goes for a knockoff, so I'm like, oh phew, he doesn't have Earthquake. He's only the defensive variant, which does have Earthquake. Well, some of them have Earthquake, mine has, but his doesn't, which is great because now I can knock out his Gatorade, and down goes his energy drink. So in goes Black Tusk, and I'm like, oh come on, my Ampharos is finished now, and I can only hope for my Metagross now to sweep. But it's looking less and less likely for me to win this battle because he has still a Rotom H with pretty decent HP. But I have the Rock Stuff also, which could deal enough damage to it so I could knock it out with a banded Bullet Punch from an Adamant Metagross. So that's what I'm hoping to happen right here. I bring in my Metagross, and I go for the Bullet Punch, finishing his Hydreigon off, and the last Pokemon left is Auntik's Rotom H. And I take a knockout Rotom H with this last Bullet Punch and I win the game. So it's a 1 versus 1 right here. The rocks deal their damage, and come on Metagross, you can do this. So I go for a Bullet Punch, and I don't even come close to knocking it out. It's at red health, but he doesn't miss overheat, and he gets to fry my Mjolnir, my Metagross, and down goes Metagross, and that would give Auntik the 1-0 victory in his favor. So that was still a very high quality, fun Yu-Yu match. I hope you folks enjoyed this battle. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you did. And I'll upload more battles versus Auntik if I get more battles with him, because me and him have such good battles. And yeah, I hope you folks enjoy this battle, and I'll see you folks next time.